Welcome back to another episode of the PRC PG Podcast. I'm your host, Eric Coleman, and if you're new here, welcome. This show is all about giving you real, no-fluff insights into the real estate market, how to build wealth through homeownership, and how to make confident, strategic moves with your biggest investments. Today, we're going to dive into a topic that's getting a lot of attention, and for good reason. Should I buy a home now in 2025 or wait until 2026? It's a fair question, especially if you're a first-time buyer or someone thinking about upgrading to your next home. Maybe you're hearing that rates are still too high. Maybe you're hoping prices will fall. Maybe you're worried about making a mistake. But I'm here to walk you through why historically and logically, waiting could end up costing you more, and why taking action in 2025 could position you so much better for the future than you're dreaming about. And hey, as always, if you get to the end of this episode and want to talk about your personal situation, I'll leave my contact information in the show notes. I'd love to help you figure out your best next move. So let's get started. All right, let's tackle the big myth that trips so many buyers up. I'm just waiting for the perfect time. And I get it. Buying a home is a huge decision. You want to get it right. But the idea that you'll somehow be able to time the market perfectly, it's a trap. Let's look back. In 2020, when rates were historically low, people said prices were too high. In 2021, people said there were too many bidding wars. In 2022, they said rates were spiking. And in 2023, they said a crash was coming. I heard that so many times. And here we are in 2025. Prices are still up, rents are still up, and those who waited are kicking themselves. Why? Well, because real estate isn't like the stock market where you can buy and sell in a day. It's long term. It's about building equity over time. If you wait for the perfect moment, chances are you'll miss it because the perfect moment only exists in hindsight. Think about this. Every month you wait is another month of rent paid to someone else's mortgage, another month of missing out on equity growth, another month of missing the tax advantages homeowners enjoy. And the market doesn't stop moving because we hesitate. It keeps rolling, with or without us. So let's get practical and run some real numbers. The National Association of Realtors projects home values will appreciate by 3 to 5% over 2025. On a $300,000 home, which is about average in many markets, that's a $10,500 to $17,500 in value gain. Now, let's add in potential rate drops. Imagine rates fall from 6.5% to 5.5%. Sounds great, right? Lower payments. But the demand spike when rates drop, it's like throwing gasoline on a fire. Suddenly, you're back to multiple offers, over asking bids, waived inspections. You're now paying $370,000 or more for the same house. You're competing aggressively, which often means giving up terms you'd want to keep. And that extra $20,000 to $30,000, you're now financing it over 30 years. Even if your rate is low, you're paying a higher loan balance, meaning your payment may not actually be that much better. Here's another angle nobody talks about. If you buy now at a higher rate, you can refinance when rates drop. Those of us in this business refer to this as marrying the house, but dating the rate. But if you don't buy now, you can't refinance the price you paid later. Home values don't roll back because you waited. Waiting almost always means paying a higher home price, financing a bigger loan, and missing out on 12 plus months of equity gains. And let's not forget rising rents. In most markets, rental costs have risen 4 to 7% per year. That's money you'll never get back. Let me tell you about two different couples I worked with recently. Couple number one, they bought in early 2023 despite high rates. Their payment felt a little steep at first, but within 18 months, they refinanced and lowered it by almost $400 a month. Meanwhile, their home's value went up $38,000. They built equity, improved their lifestyle, and they're now considering keeping that house as a rental when they upgrade again. Now, couple number two, they waited. They kept renting, hoping the market would crash. Well, now homes in their area are $60,000 more expensive than when they first started looking. Guess which couple feels better about their decision? Couple number one didn't buy the perfect house at the perfect time. They bought the right house when they had the chance, and it changed their lives. Your story could look just like theirs. Right now in 2025, we're in a very rare window. Inventory is up slightly, sellers are motivated, and buyers are cautious, not panicked. It's a sweet spot where you can negotiate better terms, get seller concessions for closing costs, and avoid the frenzies of 2021 and early 2022. Once rates dip significantly, the story changes fast. We've seen it happen before. One minor shift and suddenly 10 to 20 buyers are competing over every decent listing. Imagine how much calmer it feels to show up when you're not battling for every offer. Imagine the freedom to negotiate repairs, concessions toward closing costs, even upgrades. That's the opportunity buyers have right now. But windows like this, they don't stay open forever. If you're listening and thinking, maybe I should explore my options, you're already ahead of most. Here's your simple game plan. Number 1, get pre-approved. Understand your true buying power. Number 2, define your non-negotiables. What do you need versus what do you want? Number 3, partner with a strong agent and lender, like the team here at PRC Properties Group. And number 4, move when the opportunity feels right. Not rushed, not pressured, just ready. The beauty of buying smart now is that you're setting yourself up for future wins. Equity grows, options grow, and freedom grows. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of the PRC PG Podcast. I'm so happy that you joined us. If you got value out of this video, or if you're listening on a podcast, please make sure that you leave a review, or if you're watching me on YouTube, make sure that you leave us a comment, like the video, share it, whatever you feel comfortable doing. We are very happy that you're here. We're so thankful that you took time to watch our video and check out our channel, and we look forward to seeing you again in the future.